Welcome to our exploration of a phenomenon that is reshaping the world's maps. Some islands are disappearing, leaving behind only echoes of their existence. In this video, we'll delve into the intricate causes behind the vanishing of these landmasses, from climate change to human activity. We'll spotlight specific cases like the Carteret Islands in the Maldives, examining how erosion, natural disasters, and legal implications are impacting both the environment and the communities that call these islands home. Join us as we uncover the cultural significance of these places and reflect on their uncertain future. 1. The disappearance phenomenon. Islands disappearing from maps is a phenomenon that has been observed throughout history. This can occur due to various reasons, including natural disasters, climate change, and human activity. For instance, some islands in the Pacific Ocean have been reported to have completely submerged due to rising sea levels. According to a study published in the journal Nature Climate Change*, it is estimated that by 2050, many low-lying islands could be underwater, affecting thousands of residents. This highlights the pressing need for understanding and addressing the factors contributing to island disappearance. It's akin to watching a sandcastle at the beach slowly washed away by the tide, only this time, its entire community's at risk. 2. The case of the Carteret Islands. The Carteret Islands, located in Papua New Guinea, are a poignant example of islands disappearing due to climate change. Rising sea levels have led to the erosion of land and saltwater intrusion, making it increasingly difficult for inhabitants to sustain their livelihoods. The local government has recognized this crisis, and as of 2021, plans were underway to relocate the remaining residents to the mainland. This situation highlights the urgent need for global action on climate change. For the Carteret Islanders, it's like watching their home slowly sink, a heartbreaking reality that underscores the vulnerability of small island communities. 3. The Maldives. A nation at risk. The Maldives, an archipelago in the Indian Ocean, is another region facing the threat of disappearing islands. With an average elevation of just 1.5 meters above sea level, the Maldives is particularly vulnerable to rising waters. The government has invested in building seawalls and other protective measures, but experts warn that without significant global reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, the nation could be uninhabitable by the end of the century. It's a race against time, much like trying to keep a ship afloat with a never-ending leak. The Maldives' plight serves as a stark reminder of the urgency of addressing climate change. 4. The role of erosion. Erosion plays a significant role in the disappearance of islands. Coastal erosion can be exacerbated by human activities such as construction and deforestation, which destabilize the land. For example, the island of Numor, located in the Bay of Bengal, was once a small island that emerged in the 1970s but has since eroded away, disappearing from maps. The loss of such islands can have ecological impacts, including the loss of habitat for various species. It's like watching a piece of a puzzle slowly disintegrate, leaving a gap that affects the entire picture. 5. The impact of human activity. Human activity is a significant factor contributing to the vanishing of islands. Deforestation, mining, and urban development can lead to destabilization of land and increased vulnerability to natural disasters. For instance, the island of Taro, part of the Solomon Islands, has seen significant land loss due to mining activities. The consequences of these actions can be severe, leading to displacement of communities and loss of cultural heritage. It's a reminder that our actions have ripple effects, much like a stone thrown into a pond, affecting everything around it. 6. The role of natural disasters. Natural disasters such as hurricanes, typhoons, and tsunamis can cause immediate and devastating effects on islands. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, for example, led to the disappearance of several small islands. The aftermath of such disasters often leaves communities struggling to rebuild, and some islands may never recover. The unpredictability of these events makes it difficult to protect vulnerable regions effectively. It's a harsh reality, much like trying to predict the weather, where the only certainty is uncertainty itself. 7. The legal and political implications. The disappearance of islands raises complex legal and political issues. For example, the loss of territory can impact a nation's maritime boundaries and access to resources. In some cases, countries may face disputes over territorial claims as islands vanish. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, provides guidelines, but the situation remains contentious, especially in regions like the South China Sea. It's a geopolitical chess game, where the board itself is constantly changing, challenging nations to adapt their strategies. 8. The cultural significance of islands. Islands often hold cultural and historical significance for their inhabitants. The loss of land can mean the loss of cultural identity and heritage. For instance, the inhabitants of the Marshall Islands have a deep connection to their land, and the potential for displacement due to rising sea levels poses a threat to their way of life. Efforts to document and preserve cultural heritage are crucial in the face of such challenges. It's a race against time to capture memories and traditions, akin to preserving a fading photograph before it disappears completely. 9. The future of disappearing islands. As climate change continues to accelerate, the future of many islands remains uncertain. Scientists predict that if current trends continue, more islands will vanish from maps, leading to increased migration and displacement. The global community must address these challenges through sustainable practices and climate action. Initiatives such as the Paris Agreement aim to mitigate the impacts of climate change, but collective efforts are essential for meaningful change. It's a global puzzle that requires all pieces to come together, demanding collaboration and commitment from every corner of the world. 10. Conclusion. A call to action. The phenomenon of islands disappearing from maps serves as a stark reminder of the impacts of climate change and human activity. It is crucial for governments, organizations, and individuals to take action to protect vulnerable regions and their inhabitants. By prioritizing sustainability and addressing climate change, we can work towards a future where islands, and the cultures they represent, are preserved for generations to come.